replay viewers, thank you for watching. You can still share it out and tap to give hearts. And I will put up my information to get a hold of me if you missed the live play. Hello! Hey Brittany, hey Gwen. We're just going to let things roll for a few minutes. I know, she's so sweet. Hey Carrie Ann, hey Lissa. Oh, you know what? There's no such thing as behind. Don't worry about it. Hello. If you're new, please make sure you pop up your name so I can write you guys down. Hey Michelle, hey Paige. Oh, you better go get a cord, girl. Oh, thanks. That was just my dueling. Hey Sarah, Darcy, Andy, Kristen, Marie. All right, Colorado. Hey, my parents live there. Rebecca, Jill, Melanie. Oh, that's fine, Suzanne. No, you guys are scrolling fast. Wendy, hi. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm missing some names. Hey, sweet. Say Becky. Oh, awesome. Hey, Crystal. Oh, you know what? I can do both, so don't worry about that. Now you're going to win the prize. Kara, yay. Yay, your first Sunday. Awesome. Karen from Canada, yay. So excited. All right, you guys, I'm going to pause my music and get it turned down. I might miss your names for a second because I got to get Periscope up on my iPad so I can see your comments without my glasses. Hey, I'm so excited, you guys. Whoa. What is that icon in the title? I did not put an alien face. I swear. Promise. All right. England. Oh my God, that's awesome. Hey, Krista, how are you? All right, you guys, I'm going to put this right here so you know how to get a hold of me. Candy, awesome. Yes, we do have. Okay, I don't know why it was on my thing. What days? I think we're technically 5. Think so? I might be wrong. All right, so this is how you can get a hold of me, or you can email me at chaoticblessing@gmail.com. Okay, thanks for inviting followers and sharing this out, you guys. I am on Catch, and you can find me on Catch on right there. Yay! I'm glad you're a part of it too. Thanks, guys, for sharing it out. All right, are we ready to get started? Because, you know, who wants to, like, stare at that for forever? All right, let me get you set up. My handy-dandy tripod. You need to see horrible shades that got left here by the previous owner. Oh, good. You're a new planner. Awesome. Yay. All right. Maybe. Is that better? All right, you guys, I am going to have to do this. I'm sorry. My skin reacts to just stuff touching it. I know it's really weird, and it's gotten worse the more kids I've had. So we're just going to take that off. All right, you guys ready to get started? So if you are new, be sure to pop your name up so that I can put you in my notebook. Oh, thanks. Oh, are you hearing an echo? Okay, Marie, I'm sorry. Where's the lipstick? Okay, Marie, jump off and jump back on. That was happening to me earlier today on somebody else's scope. And when I jumped off and got back on, it was fine. I have somebody trying to get into my office and it's locked. So, hey, honey, if you're on here, can you come check upstairs? I think somebody's trying to get in my office. Hello, Alicia. First time on scope. Wonderful. Carrie, awesome. You guys, I'm sorry. I've missed some names. Oh, hang on. What? No. Hang on 1 second, you guys. I know. Hang on, I'm going to lock it. Okay, you guys, it is bedtime here, and we're a little late. Reason why we have locks on the door. Vanessa. Wonderful. New to the scopes. Awesome. I know. Hey, how are you? I know, Mama. Oh, my husband's got it, so don't worry about it. Sarah, Mo, awesome. Yeah, they are. I've got 4 kids. They're totally a part of my life. If you're new, pop up your name. Marie, I did get your name. That's awesome. Okay, you guys, let's get started a little bit. So we've had, yeah, husband to the rescue. We have had quite a run so far. Hi, Liz. Hi, Robin, Jessica, Sandy, Sean. I love it. You guys, this is awesome. Cassandra. Okay, so we've had quite a great start to Planning 101. We've kind of started with the first one talking about how to start planning, why we plan. And since we have so many new people in here, I just kind of want to talk about that for a second. Planning is not about stickers. It's not about what planner you have. It's not about how you decorate. It's not about what pen you use, whatever. That's not what this is about. This is about to actually help you plan in your life so that you can bring more joy to your life and to your family's life and the people around you. Because as women, we set the tone. Yes, I got you, Vanessa. We set the tone in our family and in our house. So, okay. All right, we're going to have to block some trolls. So we set the tone, and there's no better way to set the tone than to make sure that you are calm and organized and kind of have your stuff together. There's just no better way. So to set the tone, we need to plan and to organize that part of our life so that our minds can be a little bit better. I'm sorry, I don't know what you are saying. I apologize. Okay. Hello. Yay for the 4 Mom Club. So we need to set the tone. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to get a little bit more organized and we're going to plan. And I want to help you do it together because we're all in this together and there's no reason why we can't help each other out. And sometimes all it is looking at it from a different perspective. Sometimes it's just trying a new way. So in the first time we got together, we talked about how do you normally structure your day? Is it categories, time blocking, day sections, making a list? And then what do you need to start planning? If you don't plan at all, start simple. I do too. I love to see how other people plan because it tells you how their mind thinks, but you have to understand how your mind thinks. Don't try to make yourself plan the way somebody else does because their mind may not work the same time. Yes, I love lists too. I adore lists. Well, you know what? Sometimes it's better to draw out what you are kind of looking for in your head and how your brain, my planner is my brain, yes. So to think about that sense of, do you naturally think in time blocks? Then maybe you do need to do time blocking. If you think, okay, from 8 to 10, I need to get this done, and so on. Or sometimes you are just a list maker, but then that list gets overwhelming, so then you need to categorize your list. So let's use this for example. Thanks. Say this is your list, and this was my outline for the first night. Say this is your list. You actually need to take some of these items, star it, and group them together, transfer them to a new list with that title, and then that way you're a little bit more organized, and then get rid of that old list. And that's kind of how you use a brain dump as well, is put it all on paper, puke it out of your head, and then categorize it into sections. And yeah. It is a tool. It is a resource. Planning is a resource. It is a resource. But don't confuse that with decorating every single page as a tool. If you're decorating because it's functional and it works for you, wonderful. If you're just decorating to put a sticker on there, that's not a tool. But once we're functionally decorating or planning, then we can use other things to make it pretty and make it happy, and we can enjoy it that way. So then that becomes more of your bonbon in a way for planning. So it has to have some function first. yeah, functional stickers can really help, but you don't need stickers to plan. Okay. Awesome. Yeah, she has great dories. Amazing quality. So, all right, you guys. So let's talk a little bit about what you feel as you stop. So then go back to not decorating it. Try just listing things and not decorating at all and see where you're at in planning. That might be able to help. All right, if I don't get your question tonight, I promise I go back and watch the replays and I'll get a hold of you and answer all your questions. All right? So we're going to talk a little bit tonight about incorporating meal planning, and then we're going to talk about holiday planning, because this is the month of holiday, right? We just got through, awesome. We just got through Thanksgiving. Now we're on to the Christmas season and the New Year. I don't know about you guys, but we have 2 birthdays this month as well. We have my 4-year-old who's getting ready to turn 5. And I know he calls every time we are scoping, doesn't he? He must know that you're on with me. And then my birthday's at the end of the month, right before the New Year. So yeah, it gets a little crazy. So let's talk a little bit about that tonight. Okay? So like I said, I apologize if I'm missing your... That's a lot to do. It is. It's a lot to do. On top of holiday parties, I have a first holiday party this Friday, as a matter of fact. Oh, good. Good. See, we start simple. Find something that you want to improve and just work on that. Don't overwhelm yourself with, I need to do meal planning. I need to do my cleaning schedule. I need to do errands, and I need to do business stuff. Like, if you're overwhelmed, start in one section and just concentrate on that. And then the rest of the stuff will come as you're doing that. Then you have meal planning down, if that's where you want to start, and then you can move on to adding something else on. That now you want to start reorganizing, or you want to revamp your cleaning schedule, but don't tackle it all at once, because you're going to give yourself too much to do, and then you're not going to succeed, and you're going to feel like a failure, and then you're not going to do anything at all. And that's not going to work. Oh, sorry. Yeah, you know what? We need to learn how to say no. When your plate is full, your plate is full. It doesn't matter how much you want to give and how overwhelming your heart is to do it. You need to say no, because what will happen is you commit to too many things, and then you can't give your all to all of those things, and then it's just half. And nobody wants to give half, right? You want to be able to give 100%. So your work and quality won't be up to what you normally could do. Sorry, my eyes are really acting up, you guys. I apologize for the glare. Oh. All right. I'm kind of still on a high from Amy Scope. So if I'm talking a mile a minute, it's because I'm like, yeah. Today has been a crazy, crazy day. And apparently people don't want to listen because we're losing people left and right, but that's okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Moving is definitely a great time to start planning. Definitely start planning. Make a list of boxes or sections of your house. And I know you guys are listening. Those of us who want to plan together will stick around. So, yeah, so planning is it was a great scope. So I just want to take 1 second time out, okay? Oh, I'm sorry. I want to thank everybody who placed an order with my store this weekend, because I don't push my store in my scopes. I don't barely talk about it unless somebody asks me a question about it. When I am scoping about my store, is because of Black Friday, and I specifically said I was. And so I just want to say thank you, because, and I'm going to get emotional for a second. I had years and years that I worked underneath somebody who was a vice president, Chaotic Blessing on Etsy. And when you work underneath somebody in corporate America, there's a lot of times where they take 100% of the credit, or they get the glory. And Chaotic Blessing on Etsy. Anyways, and they take the glory, or they don't pass that recognition down to you when everybody at a meeting saying, oh my gosh, I love your products, I love the brochure, the banners look great, la da da da. And no, on Etsy it's with a G, Chaotic Blessing with a G. If you just start typing it, though, it'll come up. So that's what 10 years of my career was, working for an organization. And I loved doing it. I loved what I did, and I gave and gave and gave and gave. But, yes, but to get the recognition from people I barely know, and for you guys to say how wonderful things are that I have designed and put my heart into, is amazing. And so, thank you, honestly. And thank you, Amy, for everything. And you know what I'm thanking you for, because your support and your time that you have taken to help teach me some things has been great. So, and Mackenzie's probably not watching this, but I love you, Mackenzie, because without you, I wouldn't be doing the stuff that I'm doing. And I love how we're serving the ministry together and all the things coming up. So, okay, so that's enough. Yeah, this isn't totally not what I was going to do. So, anyways, it's amazing to feel it. All right, let's get on to planning. No more crying. I'm an emotional woman once okay. Yes, this is how we should. I tag all of my stuff with that a mom, because how many times, and it doesn't matter if you work outside the home, you work in the home, you don't work in the home, but when you're a stay-at-home mom, you work, period. But how many times does somebody say, hey, you're doing a great job, or congratulations, here's a raise, or wow, you're employee of the month? We don't get that. And so, instead of getting data boys, like they say in culture, we do data moms, and we need to give each other that all the time. And you need to physically tell your friends and the people you know how amazing they're doing, because when you're sitting on the toilet and your 2-year-old wants to try to wipe you because you help her go to the bathroom, and you're going, can I just pee? 1 second, I just need to pee by myself. Nobody's going, good job, Mom. You're teaching your child how to take care of herself and how to be responsible and how to be clean and healthy. Is anybody telling you that? No. So we need to tell each other. So that a mom. All of you guys, that a mom. Exactly. It just burns me up. And stop comparing with each other. Yeah. I went through many, many years of extreme verbal and emotional abuse, and it was devastating to my soul. So, if you want to talk about that privately, we can talk about that. Hey, Sarah. Yeah. So, as a matter of fact, I'm probably going to start a series on that, because it's a little bit more private subject and it's not what everybody wants to hear about. So, I'm sorry, Meg. Did you try to go out and come back? I'm sorry. All right, so let's talk about meal planning real quick. Yes, he did. Yeah, that is true, Debbie. That is true. All right. No, it's never a good thing. All right, so meal planning. What does everybody currently use for meal planning? Do you use an app? Do you just pick out recipes? Do you just do whatever's in the cupboard? Do you not meal plan? Do you not cook? Nothing? Okay. So there's pen and paper. Yeah. So in meal planning, if you start meal planning, you plan to eat. Yay! I use that too. Raising Clover's printable. Awesome. Folded paper on our favorite meals. Good. Cook Smart online. All right. Awesome. Wonderful. I'm going to take some of these and I'm going to make a list of them, and I'm going to put them on the blog so everybody can kind of look at it. Good. Pick out recipes. Don't do it yet. Okay. So I'm going to tell you a couple quick steps that will help you out. And it does not matter what system you're using. You can use this for any system that you are using. Yeah. Okay, yeah, So Much Crafting. She has some great inserts. I haven't used them yet, but I've definitely seen them, and I know a lot of people that have. So, and from what I hear, they're amazing. Great paper quality, too. All right, so it doesn't matter what is my blog, chaoticblessing.com. I will show it at the end, but I'm not. Okay, wonderful. I know, Sarah. Your order is ready to go out. If I can get away from the house tomorrow, I'll mail it. But if not, it goes out on Tuesday when I drop the kids off for school. All right, so meal planning, it does not matter what you're using. There's a few things that you can use for whatever system you're going to do. Start keeping track of meals that your family likes. When you make it, they rave about it. They're like, make it again. I put a tiny little sticker next to my meals that says family approved. And then take those, and I want you to have one master list somewhere that you keep, whether it's in your planner, whether it's in a binder, whether it's in your traveler's notebook, of family approved meals. And these are going to be your go-to meals that you can take at any point in time. I haven't made just a sheet of those. They're on different sets, but I can. If you want to send me a message so I remember, I can make those. Yes. Hey, Bridget. Put it in the rotation. Exactly. Family approved meals. And what this is going to do, this is going to, one, help you when you're stuck, when you don't know what you want to include in your shopping list. Yep, Family Keepers. You can just go to it. It's your go-to list. I have not tried it yet. Nope, I haven't. All right, so it's your go-to list. It is when you don't have any ideas, when your budget might be tight. You know, these are the meals that you can get. You're not going to overspend because your family likes it. HP is a Happy Planner by Me and My Big Ideas. Okay, so you want your family approved list. Now this is a list that you're going to constantly be adding to, because as you try new recipes and new ideas, you're going to get more meals that they really like. And then you're going to have a slew of meals to go to all the time. Then every week, try 1 or 2 new recipes, whether you found it on Pinterest, a cookbook, a magazine, a friend gave it to you. Try 1 to 2 recipes new a week. And this is going to build that list. The larger your list gets, the better you have, the easier meal planning gets done. Yeah, thanks. And we want to make it easy. We don't want meal planning to take hours upon hours. And if you're picking out 7 new recipes for dinner every week, 1, you're wasting your time, and 2, your grocery bill is going to be way too high. And who wants that? I mean, seriously, who wants that? Then, yeah, I know it can take too long. And then, do you guys eat leftovers? I'm a firm believer in leftovers, and I'm going to tell you why. Leftovers, 1, you don't waste food. I actually plan for almost 2 weeks at a time, because I grocery shop for 2 weeks at a time because my family's so large. And and then it helps because I don't spend as much at the grocery store. And then, yeah, well, I'm telling you, this is going to help you change that up. Well, here's what you're going to do for on-the-go recipes, especially if you're constantly on the go. When you are looking at your planner, you're looking at your list of things to do. Okay, I'm going to use my life for an example. I'm sorry you don't like leftovers, but I'm going to tell you why you should. Okay, so on Mondays and Wednesdays, my son has basketball, and Thursdays, my daughter has tumbling. And so tumbling's a little bit earlier, so I still have a good time to actually cook. But Mondays and Wednesdays, it's really cramped for time. And so Mondays and Wednesdays, one of those nights is a leftover night, and one is a crock pot meal every week. Now, they may be different because my leftovers are different. My crock pot meal can change. But that condenses down the amount of time that I have to spend in the kitchen and gives me more time to be with my family, to do the things that my family needs to do, and it keeps things smooth. If I have a meeting or someplace that I need to be, parent-teacher conference, whatever, and I know that at 6 o'clock I need to be out of the house, I make sure that that night is a crock pot meal. So all they have to do is come in, grab the food, serve it up, and eat it. That may cause for laughter. leftovers. All right. When you are doing this type of meal planning, one, it's going to reduce amount of instant foods that you eat because you can eat healthier. You're making stuff, and then your leftovers are from that stuff. So you won't be doing fast food as much. You won't be doing boxed meals. And I'm not saying that those are bad, because my kids love macaroni and cheese, and we do have it at least once a month because they love it. Yes, and leftovers, I do leftovers for lunch for me and the babies almost every single day if we're not doing a planned lunch. I really don't plan lunches at all. So, hello. So leftovers are often lunch. Exactly. I homeschool my preschoolers, and so we do that as well. Or we have a lesson that is built around lunch because they love to learn how to cook. So, now some people do bulk meal prep, and that's a fine idea. That is a whole nother subject for another time. I'm just giving you guys ideas on how to do everyday, weekly meal planning. Okay, so you're going to record down your family approved meals, and you're going to have a meal dumping place. You are going to plan a leftover night, 1 or 2, and you're going to plan for crock-pot meals on those busy, hectic nights. Yeah, I buy in bulk too. If anybody saw my post on Instagram the other day, literally my grocery cart was like packed full, because normally I need 2 carts, and I didn't have anybody with me that day to push another one. So, well, you know what? Here's the thing about that. When you start trying other things and they start trying it, sometimes they do enjoy eating it. Flatbed. Yep. BJ's loves me. What if every day is a crazy day? That's fine. So find quick and easy meals. There are a ton of meals called quick and easy, 15-minute meals. And we're talking about fresh ingredients that you can make a meal in less than 15 minutes. Rachel Ray has some really great 5-ingredient recipes that are pretty good. You can find those all over the place. And you can still cook, and it's fast. A lot of times it has to do with just your prep. Yeah, crock-pot works, you guys. Cook your meat in there, throw your vegetables on the side, have a salad. You can have a taco salad and at the end of the day. They're complaining about it. You don't want to know what my answer is to that, because it's not very nice. Pioneer Woman does. She does 15-minute meals, and they're good. So those are my suggestions for meal planning. So when you're planning out your week, kind of look what's going on. Don't give yourself a 4-course meal on a night that you have to do 5 different trips out of the house, because you're not going to succeed. And this is all about setting ourselves up for success. And for that, at the end of the day, we've given ourselves a that amount, and that we feel confident and good about ourselves. This is not about make it harder for ourselves, or, put it to the point where we're like, oh, we've got all this elaborate stuff planned out and we don't get diddly squat done. So, you know what? I haven't tried that. I do need to try that. I haven't done that. Sarah, hint, I started making one. So yeah, that will be coming out soon, because I do have a master list that I keep, and I am making that. Yep, if you don't have junk in the house, they can't eat it. My daughter, who is 15, loves to tell people who come to our house that she doesn't like sweets. And the only reason why she doesn't like sweets is because Mom doesn't have them in the house. That's all my fault. All right, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. So yeah, I do not keep very many sweets or junk food in the house. They get a few, no problem, Sarah. They do get a few select things that they really do enjoy, and those I spread out through shopping trips. Like, okay, the kids love Pop-Tarts. I hate them. And so maybe once every couple months they get a treat and they get Pop-Tarts. And so when you don't have them around all the time, they start to think, oh, wow, that's special. Oh my gosh, look what Mom got us. Like, it's a big deal to them. And it's really not that big deal. Kid healthy snacks. Ooh. Some of my favorites are, I know. Same with cereal, I know. All right, some of my favorite healthy snacks. Maple almond butter with apples or celery is amazing. Anything with cream cheese. My kids love. Homemade granola bars. We're a big fruits and vegetables. My kids will eat carrots all day long. They'll eat fresh popcorn, and we do our own seasonings on it. Cheese sticks. Actually, what I do is I kind of take a block of cheese from, we have Amish country out here, and so it's all natural and comes, I mean, like literally straight from there. And oh, Kefir smoothies, yum, yes. And so I like cut them into cheese sticks, and so that's what they eat, and they love those. Because I don't know if you guys know this, cheese in the store that's cut up or shredded is processed so that it will not mold as quickly, and what they do for that, you don't want it, it's not as good for you. So if you are more into, I want to eat healthier, then the fresher your cheese, the better. Yeah, it has more fat, but it also has a lot more carbs because they coat the cheese in a flour mixture so that it doesn't stick together. And so then when it cooks, or when you heat it up, it does become greasier because of that combination. So, yeah, it is gross. So if you can, shred your own cheese. And what I usually do is I shred it in batches, and because I know what I'm cooking that week. And so I'll pre-shred it and have it ready to go. My family does too. Oh my God, they eat so many cheese cubes. Yes, that is why it looks powdery. So I buy my cheese from Amish country, and it comes right from the farm. I do marble cheese, cheddar cheeses, a lot of white cheeses. And that's your kid's job. Ooh, Bridget, that's a good idea. I need to start giving that to them. I need to get a better one because I just have that. I have the greater one that can cut your fingers, and then I have the one like this that doesn't fit very much. Mm-hmm. Oh, good idea. See? Gwen, you just taught me something. No guilt if fresh chest. What's that? White cheese. Yeah. I do a lot of white cheeses. Mozzarella, Swiss. I use it, but I did never do that for. Yeah. So what's some other healthier snacks? Oh, so Lunchables. I make my own. My kids love them. We have the little Tupperware containers that the kids use for like at school, and I make our own little Lunchables, and the girls can just go and pull them out of their snack drawer in the refrigerator, and I don't mind because it has their grapes in it, their cheese, it has crackers, maybe has some sliced meat for them, and they can just eat it. And right now they're in grazing mode. You know how kids go, and they'll eat, and then they graze, and then they go back to eating while they're both in grazing. So we do that. So there was a lot of other ideas on there. Hopefully everybody caught those. All right, so meal planning. Family approved master list, eat leftovers, and do crock pot meals on the days that you are hectic and crazy. Okay? So we could go more in depth about meal planning, but I just want to give you guys a Bunchables. Yeah, that's why I do homemade ones. So I just wanted to give you kind of a general idea to get you started. And we can talk more in detail on another night. All right, so let's talk about holiday planning real quick. I'm kind of trying to keep track of my time. All right, so holiday planning. Who gets overwhelmed with holiday planning? I do. It gets crazy. All right. Do you want to know why we get overwhelmed with holiday planning? Because we're trying to do it all. We're trying to do it all. You guys, you don't live in Pinterest. We just don't. So pick, this is my suggestion. You can do how you want. Pick your 5 favorite holiday things to do. Okay? Example. My kids love doing gingerbread houses. They love making cookies. We do visit the lights throughout town with a hot chocolate night. trying to think. Christmas movies. And then there was one more. And of course, mine's downstairs. Yeah, we save it for all. But this is going to help you. So pick 5 things during the holiday time that you want to do with your family, or that's tradition, or that means a lot to you. 5 things. And then look at your December layout. I don't have a December. Yes, I do. Look at your December layout. And plug in your 5 things on the evenings or days that you're going to do them. And just stick to that for your traditional and your fun stuff, okay? Because then you won't get so overwhelmed with, oh, I didn't create all this, happy stuff. When you create traditions for your kids, they're not going to remember that they did 15 things that month. They are going to remember that mom and dad, or whoever did it for, took the time to do those special things. That's what they're going to remember. That's what they're going to rely. Hi! That's what they are going to come back to. They're not going to remember the year that you went to, 5 different malls to see 5 different Santas. They're going to remember the year after year after year that you did the same thing with them, that became something that warmed their heart, that made them think of family. Even if it's burning the same flavor scent of candle during the holiday season. We decorate specifically with our kids in mind. Board games, yes. Oh, number 5. I'm sorry. Thank you. You reminded me. I'm pointing this way because here's what my comments are. We do a puzzle every single year. Yay! We do a puzzle, at least one puzzle, every single year. And I have one of those puzzle boards, so if we're not working on it, we can roll it up and put it off to the side and bring it out in the evening time. I have 2 of those. And one puzzle is directly related to the younger children that they can help us with. And then there's one puzzle that's just for the older kids and me and Jason. And so that is something that we do, especially during the 2-week break that they're out of school. That is just something, I did it as a child and I'm passing it down to my kids. And then we Mod Podge them. I can't even say that word. Yeah, puzzle boards. They're amazing. Love them, love them. Especially the ones with the felt bottom. And then I Mod Podge them, and as I have time or the money, I put them in frames, and then all of those are going downstairs in our basement when we finish it. And that's how we're decorating the walls, is with all these puzzles that we've done over the years. Cool, you're going to love it. Love, 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 love it. Because who has the space to leave a card table? So my grandparents used to just have a card table all the time for the puzzle, but with little kids, you can't. With animals, you guys, it's just not even reasonable at this point in time. So get yourself a puzzle board. And then when you're not using it, it rolls up and it's out of the way and it's really, really, really easy. So that was number 5. I had to remember for a second, had to brain fart. So take those things and build them into your monthly spread. These puzzles to your time. Becca, that's hilarious. You need to videotape that. So put it into your monthly spread. We talked about the monthly spread needs to be like your brain dump for your month, your repetitive things, your company, your big events. So December, those are some of your big things. So put them in there. And then if you keep your planner, you'll have that to look back on. Take some pictures. You can add the picture to your planner for that. And then you just have this really great, amazing tradition that you're passing on. And they're going to love it. And then you're not going to feel so overwhelmed. Okay, and so for the rest of the holidays, so now we have the special traditions out of the way. Oh, good. All right, Allison, I love it. Now that we have those special traditions out of the way and we're not trying to do everything, we try to make... Hi! Thanks for joining. I appreciate it. Is it Chelsea or Chelsea? Yeah. It depends on what planner I'm in at the moment. So like right now, I really like the Happy Planner, so I'll eventually get a new one. I did that 18-month one because I added that extension onto it. But we'll see, because I am using the Carpe Diem for business and volunteer design stuff. And this is, I can add inserts to it, so we'll see. I don't know. But I do have, every time I touch this table, it shakes. I'm sorry. Every time, I know, it's lovely. Every time I have a planner, I use it and I put it away and store it. I have planners all the way back since I was 10. And some of them were just like little notebooks, honestly, but I do have them. All right, so let's talk about the rest of the holiday stuff. If you haven't already decorated, give yourself a time in your planner that you're going to decorate. If it's not feasible to get it all done at once, break it down into certain days. Your tree can be done a certain day, and then maybe the rest of your decorations another. Don't overwhelm yourself and go, we've got to get it done in the next 5 hours. Because then there's no joy in that. There is no joy in that. Give yourself some grace and kind of spread it out and enjoy it. Pop the music on, make popcorn, whatever it is that you guys enjoy doing, but don't stress yourself over it, and break it down and put that in your planner. All right, so then we have our traditions. Yeah, keep it simple, whatever works for you. I typically have certain things that I make something new each year to add on to my decorating, so that I don't feel like I have to make a zillion things in one year. Or something that I've made was simple and I want to add a little bit to it, so I add a little bit to it that year. So that's kind of what I do with my decorating. And then I get one new snowman every year. And you guys will see, because I'm going to post pictures of my snowman collection. It's kind of crazy. Do you want to know what my suggestion is? Get them a tree that they can decorate and get yourself one. Because they need to do it. I'm sorry, you guys. They need to do it. Yes, it does. Believe me, I'm redoing my house. You have to, a little bit at a time. That's up to you guys how you want to do it. Personally, I have a tree in the family room is what they are allowed to help decorate, and that's where all the handmade decorations go that they made at school that they've done. Each year, every kid gets a new ornament, and so that's where their special ones go. And then I have a tree that I can decorate and make, you know, pretty, and don't touch mommy's tree. So, and I'm excited this year. It's white with blue. Ah, yeah, yep. Oh. Yeah, it's addition during this season, that is difficult. And then what I do is, they love to put like the house decorations out all over the place, and they don't put it where I want it, so I let them do that. And then I'll go, oh, but wouldn't this look really great here? How about you bring it over here? And then I let them put them in the spot that I wanted it. Or, this is what I do. I take a pile and say, see all this right here? I want it on that table, and put it on that table. And then they can just do that. And then at least it's in the general area that I wanted it at. Yeah, they put everything else. Yeah, I mean, you have to give them some guidance, right? Every kid needs a little bit of guidance. So, does that kind of help you guys with a little bit of the holiday planning? Yeah. Oh, and I moved to the bulbs, the balls. All of theirs that go on their tree are plastic now. There are none of those are glass. They're all plastic, generic. Buy it at Walmart after the holidays for 75% off. Add it to your collection for next year, and it's amazing. And if you don't do that, you need to start doing that. Get your holiday decorations the week after Christmas. Seriously. It will save you money. And then next year you have new decorations that you haven't used yet. Imagine that. And then you don't have to go pay full price. Lights, too. Lights, decorations, wrapping paper. Get it after Christmas. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Okay, and then for the holiday time, the one thing I would like for you guys to include in the month of December is I want you to include one night for yourself, that you're going to do something for yourself. If it is you want to go get a manicure or a pedicure, or you want to read a book curled up in bed with a cup of tea, then that's what you need to do. Give yourself one evening, okay? I know it's going to seem like you don't have the time, but you need to do it. Just one this month. If you can do more, wonderful. Thank you, Walmart on clearance. But one thing, if it's Bible study, whatever it is, you need to do something for yourself, to give yourself a break, to center yourself, to be peaceful, so that it exists. I promise you it exists. When you are more peaceful and you are calm, then there is going to be such joy during this season. Instead of getting hectic and crazy and letting it get to a madhouse, then you can help keep the calmness and the joy, and you can be focused on what the season is about. And this month is not about how many presents are underneath the tree, or whose house is decorated the best, or how many Christmas parties you went to. It is about family. It is about celebrating the birth of Christ, and it is about loving the people around us. And most of all, it's about giving, okay? So you need to give yourself so that you can receive. So, it's not the locking. My lock on my guest bathroom no longer works. And so you go in there and you shut the door, you think it's locked, and they go, boom, right in there. You're like, seriously? Okay. You're welcome. And I'm not trying to be firm with you guys. Okay, so sometimes I can come across like the standing BIT face, and that's not how I'm across. I'm not preaching, but sometimes we need to hear it. And I know I need to hear it. I have friends that tell me to take a moment, and they are my reminder. They are our private accountability group. We hold each other accountable for things, but then we're also there to go, hey, come on. You need to just take a breath. Go relax. So you need to schedule one time. If that's all you can fit in, one time. I'm doing a Bible study this month on the Advent by Carrie Dinker from Stone Soup for 5, and that's going to be my me time, and I'm going to do it every morning before the house gets hectic and crazy, and kind of focus on, what we kind of need to focus on this month. So, and we have crazy Christmas shopping alone. Ooh, lucky girl. Man, shopping alone sometimes, that is a dream. When I went to the grocery store the other day and I had no kids, I almost didn't know what to do with myself. It was weird. What time? I don't know what that... She reached the Advent started today. Oh, cool. Out to eat alone. I like to go to the coffee house with a great book and just like... Oh, okay. I scope regularly on Sundays and Wednesday nights at 9 o'clock Eastern time about planning. And then periodically, it's fine. I know I need to wrap up. Periodically throughout the week, I will stop in and check and see how everybody's doing, or just have fun chit-chat time, or, be silly and crazy. But Sundays and Wednesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern time. Okay? So I'm going to wrap up. We'll just recap what we talked about tonight. We talked about meal planning. Dump your favorite meals into a list. Use leftovers. Crock pot meals or quick meals on the neat... Aw. Well, good. I'm glad you got it. Crock pot or quick meals on the nights that you are busy. Bubble bath and Pandora. That is great. All right, and then holiday planning. Pick 5 things that you want to create as a tradition and put them on your December calendar so that you will plan them in. And then your last, have a great night. Thanks. And then schedule at least one time of me time. Okay? So that's kind of where we're at. I want to see what you guys are doing. So tag me on Instagram and so I can see your planning and how it's going for you. If you have any questions whatsoever, you're very welcome. If you guys have any questions, you can email me or instant message me on any platform and I will flip this around. I've had a great time with you guys tonight. All right, there you go. So, you can send me a message. Your Instagram is private. If you, I can follow you if you would like. You just have to let me know what your Instagram handle is. Well, Monday or Tuesday you will. Instagram or Twitter is fine, or you can email me at chaoticblessing@gmail.com. Okay? Either way is fine. Or you can send me a message on Etsy. I had a few people do it on Etsy, and that's fine as well. Any of these platforms work. I answer all of them. Okay? Any last minute questions? Because I have just a couple minutes before I need to sign off. This has been great tonight. You're very welcome. Thanks for coming and joining. I really appreciate it. They're fun. I love these nights. No problem, Jessica. Thank you. Shelby, thank you for joining. I appreciate it. Aw, thanks, sweetie. Thanks for throwing that out there. You guys have a great night, too. Don't forget, if you have any questions, let me know. I will help you out. Aw, thanks. I love that you guys joined in and love it. And I will see you guys definitely Wednesday. Becca and Bridget, I'm totally boxing you too. Come on. I will see you guys and talk to you guys on Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. If I don't see you before then, you guys have a blessed night. And remember that life is messy, but it's beautifully imperfect. And we can bring joy to our lives. Good night.